How to increase your net worth in 2024. Or really, honestly, probably in any year. It really doesn't matter. It's all the same game, it's just different stuff. Um, I like collecting. Now, this has always been a passion of mine. Sorry for the light in the background. Always been a passion of mine, but I grew up pretty poor, so not poor, just didn't have a lot of money. So some of the things I collect really weren't valuable because they were cheap. But knowing what I know now, how you increase your net worth is pretty simple, really. Let's say we plopped you down and I said, come up with $1,000, right? Well, the first thing you do is without checking I guess your bank account, yeah, your money is also an asset. So if you have $1,000, that's pretty cool, man. You have some type of asset, because you could use that money to make more money. Um, Most people don't, but there's a chance. So let's say you don't have $1,000, right? What's the next thing? What I would do is I would look around and be like, what is worth something? Like, what could I get money for? And this would always like kind of confuse me because I would look around, right? In the past, and there would be nothing I could get any money for. Like, dang, dude, I have all this stuff, but it's not worth anything. Like, I couldn't take it to anybody and be like, hey, man, can I get this for it? Like, I don't know. But this is the loop they want to keep you on. They want you to own basically nothing. Or if you own something, it'll be something that's not valuable, right? Like, um, that painting, maybe that basket and stuff, it's cool items, it helps. I use them for daily, stuff. Maybe that lamp back there, but those will never be valuable. And this is what you have to get away from. Rich people and people who increase their net worth surround themselves with money. Now, the way people do it is different. So that's where it becomes kind of, oh, you should do this or you should do this. But the main point is to acquire assets. Now, for poor people, it's actually the loop. It was actually really the opposite. We just want you, well, not me, but they just want you to have debt. That is it's their asset, right? But for you, it's just a ball and chain. But you can use debt correctly, but that's not how they show it to us. But what you can do is first understand that most people, or I guess I understand, and most people understand, most people are in debt of some form, car payment, maybe medical bills. I don't know, even if it's small amount, right? So this is what I'm gonna say. It's not gonna be perfect. Make your payments, do whatever you have to do to pay it off as quickly as possible. Then, with the extra money you have, instead of buying consumables or things like the paint, like that picture, it's like a print from Walmart or something, in that basket that's probably from Walmart, pick up something that in the future will be valuable. And then basically, this is the kind of the cycle you want to get on. You want to start picking up stuff that eventually will be valuable, but it's kind of difficult because you don't really know what to buy. The first thing I would do is buy $1 of Bitcoin, because literally anybody can do that. Like, well, at least anybody in America. Do that because then that'll prove how serious you are. And then from that point, go further. Really, you could just buy Bitcoin because it's on your phone. You don't even really have to do anything. But I know some people are nervous. That's why I say put in $1 and then maybe, I don't know, buy a comic This is also another thing. You can't buy a Pokemon card pack or something from 2023 and expect this to be valuable. It can be, and it probably has some type of value, but you need to start getting stuff that you just can't find, right? It can't be readily available. Otherwise, that's not really that rare. You know, don't fall into that loop. You want something. Oh, what is this sound? It's like that dog whistle sound in my apartment. You want something that nobody else can find. You know, honestly, I was gonna make a video saying I just purchased 1 Bitcoin. I was bidding on a 2011 Bitcoin, physical Bitcoin, with a wallet address and everything. The Bitcoin was redeemed, but it was still collectible. That's the type of stuff I look for. Stuff to where if I showed you this, you'd be kind of nervous. Like, dude, how'd you get this, man? That's the type of stuff I go for. And then I just get more and more and more and more. In fact, I'll tell you this too. I was looking to buy a complete set of Japanese rocket Pokemon or whatever, you know, the set, because I've been trying to get more into sentimental value for my investing. You know, I buy a lot of stuff for profits, but I've been looking more towards meaning, you know. I mean, still profit, but, you know, a little bit of meaning in there too. So those cards, I feel like, bring up a certain feeling, and I want to buy them, especially now that I got outbidded for that Bitcoin. But maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But I will acquire assets. I will continue to do so. I will leverage my credit cards when necessary. When I don't have the upfront money for it and I don't hit any interest. I will do whatever I can to acquire as much Bitcoin as possible. This is also very important. I don't have the luxury of this anymore. Maybe you don't as well. But if I could start over, the first thing I would say is never sell. The second thing I would say is shop around. You can get stuff cheaper. The third thing I would say is I wasted a lot of time buying and selling. Ideally, you just want to buy and then you just wait to sell a tiny bit. But it's not always possible. And sometimes you feel like you get a little impatient. You just buy a little bit too much. This is all part of the process. But start tracking as well. This will help your net worth grow. Really, it's not that hard, but I feel like it's pretty obvious, but it's just hard getting started. That's why I say you just gotta buy $1 of Bitcoin. And then from that point, it's super easy. I'm also investing in my Roth IRA. I'm currently buying Bitcoin ETF, Ethereum ETF, and some other little Bitcoin related stuff, futures and whatnot. I do this for tax reasons and the benefits. This will also be where I do the bulk of my investing now. Unless it's in like some crazy type of crypto that's like really small market cap. But I will be doing this to get the most bang for my buck. And I'll be also buying Bitcoin on Robinhood because it's also the cheapest. Robinhood does have a sketchy past, but I have crypto on multiple platforms. So you just got to start buying. And don't buy garbage. Buy rare. And then your net worth is going to go up. Super simple. Just don't sell too easily.